Okay, so let's look at the next sentence. Cleo took a deep breath before he tiptoed away. Now our subordinating conjunctions are when, if, because, after, and before. Before, there you go. Cleo took a deep breath before he tiptoed away. There's our subordinating conjunction. Now, if I wanted to put my subordinating conjunction at the beginning of my sentence, I would say, before he tiptoed away, Cleo took a deep breath. Okay, let's look at the next one. Cleo thought to himself, what might have happened if he hadn't seen the crocodile? Oh, well, look, we have the subordinating conjunctions. When, because, if. We've got if there. So there we go. There's our subordinating conjunction in our last sentence. Well done if you spotted those. Now let's find out when we use each of these subordinating conjunctions. So we use because to give a reason. So he was hungry because he hadn't eaten all day. So he hadn't eaten all day was the reason why he was hungry. Or he had to stay in at break time because he hadn't done his work. So he hadn't done his work was the reason why he had to stay in at break. Then we have if, which gives a condition. You can go outside if you do your work, but only if you do your work because that's the condition. You can have dessert if you eat your dinner, but only if you eat your dinner. If you eat your dinner is the condition, okay? Because otherwise you can't have dessert. Then we have when, after, and before. Now these three you can change around quite a bit because they all tell you when something happens. So in the sentence below, I am going to play outside after I finish my work. You can also use when and before in that sentence. So you can have I'm going to play outside before I finish my work, or I'm going to play outside when I finish my work. Okay, so there are all of the different uses of the different subordinating conjunctions. So now we know when to use them. Let's see if we can use them in some sentences. So here we go. I am sending you a letter. I am your biggest fan. Now, I am sending you a letter if I am your biggest fan. No, that one doesn't work, does it? I am sending you a letter when I am your biggest fan. No, that also doesn't work. What conjunctions have we got left? We've got after. I'm sending you a letter after I'm your biggest fan. No, so we've got before and because left. I'm sending you a letter because I'm your biggest fan. There you go. I'm sending you a letter because I am your biggest fan. So I am your biggest fan is the reason why I'm sending you a letter. So therefore, we are missing the subordinating conjunction because. Okay, here are two others. Now with these ones, you might be able to use more than one in these sentences. So I want you to have a go at saying them with each of the subordinating conjunctions and see if they make sense. Pause the video now and have a go. Okay, yeah, too. So let's go through them. Let's start with because. Because I eat lunch, I'm going to an important meeting. No, that's not a reason why you go to an important meeting, is it? Because you eat lunch. No, that one doesn't fit. When I eat lunch, I'm going to an important meeting. Well, yes, you could say that, but I can probably think of a better one. After I eat lunch, I'm going to an important meeting. There we go. So that's telling me when you're going to the important meeting. After I eat lunch. What about before I eat lunch? Before I eat lunch, I am going to an important meeting. Yes, that one works as well. So I can use after and before in that sentence. What about the next one? I'm going to have dinner. I get home. I am going to have dinner because I get home. No, I get home is not a reason to have dinner, is it? No. What about I am going to have dinner before I get home? Well, yes, you could say that. You might be having dinner and then going home afterwards. I am going to have dinner after I get home. Well, yes, you might get home from work or school and then have dinner. I am going to have dinner when I get home. Yes, that's almost the same as after, isn't it? So therefore, I think you can use when, but you can also use before and after, I think. And to be honest, you could even use if in this sentence. I'm going to have dinner if I get home. Maybe you're struggling to get home and that is your condition. If I get home in time, I am going to have dinner. But if it's too late, I'm not going to have dinner. So in that one, you could even use if. Okay, so now it's your turn. This is your task. So you are going to be creating some sentences using subordinating conjunctions of her Florence Nightingale's experience. So on your worksheet, which is Year 2 English, 3rd of February resource, you have got the start of some sentences and I have given you the subordinating conjunction and you need to finish the sentence off. So let's have a look at the first one together. So I was horrified because I'm talking in the first person because in my letter I'm going to be in Florence Nightingale. I was horrified when was Florence Nightingale horrified? When she saw the hospital, didn't she? So I was horrified when I saw how unhygienic the hospital was. There we go. You could also say I was horrified after I saw how unhygienic the hospital was. So what you need to do is finish my sentences using the subordinating conjunction that I have given you. Now, if you want bonus points, why don't you try to also, once you've written it one way, flip the sentence around so that the subordinating conjunction is at the start and you can have it the other way around too. And then when you're finished, I would like you to have a go at writing some independent sentences using the different subordinating conjunctions so you can make them up to do with Florence Nightingale and they can be your own sentences rather than using the first part of the sentence that I have given you. So we've done the first one together. You just need to complete the rest of them. And remember, we are pretending to be Florence Nightingale in this letter. So you also need to make sure that it's all in the first person. Fantastic. Well, have a lovely rest of your day, Year 2, and I'll see you in our next English lesson. Bye.